Now, this video is going to piss a lot of people off, and I've been holding this inside and I know this is going to piss a lot of people off, so make sure you unsub from me so they can be replaced with people that care. Creeksquad, quit acting like a cult. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not. I've been trying for 2 months now not to say this. Babble's right sometimes about the cult mentality. Some of you guys just follow each other to follow each other. You got like 100 subs that follow another guy that has 8, that follows a guy that has 600, that follows a guy that has 12, and you guys are a family. But then you talk shit about each other behind each other's back on like Discord or in messages or on Instagram or on emails or any of that, okay? Thank God that I don't have a real squad or family that I have to give a fuck about talking back about being behind my back because I'm an asshole and everybody should hate me. Outside that, if you're upset that I had this to say about you guys, he said get rid of us all. So you guys, if you're part of Creeksquad and you're offended that I think you guys act culty sometimes about Ryan, and you guys should just leave him alone and let him be a person, then unsub. You'll be replaced. I promise.
So I wanted to just put this up here for everyone to see because I've talked about the shift in the behavior of Creeksquad over the last couple of years and how it is worrying me and how it has become more of a gang mentality, a tribalistic mentality, almost like the most rural, backwoods, supposed to be, grounded, homegrown individuals in the world have somehow, in the last 2 years, completely like jumped the fence over into the neo-tribalistic part. It does not make sense. And so I said, hey, this doesn't make sense. And some people actually really wanted to talk about it, and some people just wanted to, hey, become more tribalistic. So we have to understand what's going on here. In the last 3 years, the whole world has been this sinking ship experience where we feel like we're on the most doomed body or vessel in the body of water, and we feel like we're just doomed. We're going down with the ship. So, you know something? Rats on sinking ships become so invested in saving themselves that they will latch onto anything, any debris that floats, anything that looks like salvation, whether it's good or not, whether it's a great idea or not, whether it's going to get them to shore or not. It looks like a great idea because the moment they're in right now sucks so intensely, and they think it's going to end so horribly that they latch onto anything that looks like a light in the dark. And many times you can be deceived, and what you jump and grab onto isn't the best way out, isn't a new leader, isn't a new motivational skill, isn't a new behavior. It's just an option, and you felt like you didn't have that option before, so you grab onto it. No one's taking the time to sit down and reflect and say, hey, is what I latched onto when I felt like I was in this sinking ship, was it better than what I was latched onto before? Has my behavior improved or has it worsened? Has my social skills improved or have they worsened? Have I become a nicer, better person that's bringing positivity to the world? Or am I creating negativity and creating a darkness that is spreading like a plague upon this stupid round dust ball we're all spinning on? And I think that is not a question that a lot of people want to ask themselves, because that means we have to go inside. We have to look at our own egos and what we're responsible for, and we have to hold ourselves accountable to the energy and the momentum that we put out in the world and that we pull from others. And then we have to be responsible. And to be quite honest, have we seen anyone be accountable or responsible for anything they've created in the last 3 years? No, not from the most high ivory tower to the dirt poor person like me. No one has been held accountable. Everyone's just trying to jump ship and latch onto something that might float for a little while. You know what floats? Shit floats too. And sometimes the stuff you grab hold of is shit. And you have to go, didn't make a good decision. I didn't grab hold of something that was going to create positive change, positive momentum, create a positive life. I grabbed hold of shit. And I think a lot of people are now doubling down and saying, no, I didn't. No, I'm not. No, we're good people. See? And then they maintain this attack mode, this vicious attack mode, which is not benefiting anyone, especially anyone who's on the internet trying to have a discussion about where this society is going, where this world's going. Are we losing, our qualities that make us intrinsically human and separate from the animals, or have the animals surpassed us mentally, emotionally, physically, in all ways because we are too stupid to hold ourselves accountable and expect good things from us and others? Because if you offer positivity online, you will be absolutely derailed and beat. But if you go and you offer negativity and you hate on someone, you bash on someone, you're almost celebrated. But nobody will hold each other accountable and say it's backwards. This is not creating a positive world. This is setting up our next generations for failure. This is how we topple communication and dialogue. This is how we forget to negotiate and create a society that can come together and talk things through. This is how we ruin the world. No one wants to be responsible for the ruination of the world, but everybody wants to jump ship and watch it sink. I think this guy has some valid points, y'all. I think this guy has some valid points. And I think we emulate what we think is the truth. And I think we're lying to ourselves every day. And it's because we see so much deception and people following narratives these days that are not true that we think it's normal. We've normalized so many toxic things. Let's not normalize what used to be a family of people that came together to pump each other up, help people that were in need, talk to people who were having rough times. And Creeksquad used to have a buddy program to where you reached out and you talked to somebody that was struggling. And you had a buddy that you could check in with every day. And now we've been reduced to a pitchfork and fire mob to go and chase like semi famous or YouTube problematic people. But it's only through one perspective, one perception, one filter. And we're sent out like a mob. Now, let's go back. Let's go back to our buddy system. Stop watching the freaking boat sink and think that you're not on it. You're on it too.